There was only 1 week left of this Fortnite season, and up until now, we knew pretty much nothing. However, I have gathered a ton of information in this video right here, including huge information that's dropped on what we will be seeing in the next Fortnite season, including skins that will be dropping throughout the season, never shared before details on the 0 point, and lots more. If you're watching right now and you really want the next season, season 6, to be a banger, hit the thumbs up button within the next 6 seconds to show your love on this video. Whilst you're down there, definitely hit subscribe, turn notifications on to see all of the next Fortnite season stuff as soon as it drops here on the channel. Up until now, all we knew about the next season is that the 0 point is currently destabilizing in a big way. It is fractured, it is pulsating, it is making a lot of noises. Throughout the journey of this season, as Agent Jonesy has gone to different universes to collect lots of different hunters, ultimately using that ability has broken down the 0 point and it's in a really bad state. As we're getting closer and closer to the end of this season, the portals are starting to destabilize as well and are also making louder noises. The only other things that we know is to keep an eye on the NPCs because their behavior is going to get a little bit odd. As we get towards the end of the season and the 0 point continues to destabilize, they're apparently going to start teleporting around the map and everything's going to go really weird. The saddest part about everything we know so far is that there is no information regarding an end of season event. It's looking like we will not get one. However, all the information I'm about to share here will hopefully make up for that because I've got a ton of info. Now, a giant thanks to our good friend Donald Mustard, literally the creative lead for the entire Fortnite story, who's working well in advance of anything that we know, dropped a huge tweet letting us know that he's always had a love and has always been inspired by comic books. This tweet and the articles he links to gives a ton of information on what we're getting next season and is literally the only info that is currently out there right now. He shares this amazing picture, which has actually been illustrated or drawn by himself. It is Batman. It is the 0 point with a very cool logo where the Z and the T loop back on top of each other. Obviously, we always talk about the loop in Fortnite, how the games in Fortnite play over and over and over, and the 0 point being the center of it's all almost like the PowerPoint of everything, and this is directly tied into the next season, season 6. Now, this cover is actually the cover for a new comic book series, which is called Fortnite and Batman 0 point. This is a comic book series that will be releasing throughout season 6 that will tie the DC universe, specifically Batman and everyone within the Batman series, to Fortnite, and throughout this comic book series actually explain the 0 point and some of the deeper points about Fortnite that we've always wondered, all spread out throughout next season. On top of that, these comic books will also come with codes. These codes will give us downloadable items within Fortnite, including skin unlocks as well. I've gone through the articles that Donald Mustard linked and I'm about to explain everything in simple terms for you guys, including never shared before information on Fortnite, the 0 point, the loop, what the next season's going to be all about. It's incredible. Don't forget, with us only being 1 week away from the next Fortnite season, popping in code ALIE right now is a huge help. The code sticks in your store for 2 weeks, meaning that when the next season drops and the awesome Battle Pass comes out, you'll be supporting myself. Do it and let me know, and you can be shouted out in my videos in front of millions of people just like these guys. So thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your support. Now, in this article, there are a few official images that have never been seen before. I want to focus on this one initially as it gives us a look into season 6 and let us know that Surfy Swamp is going to be sticking around, which is very cool. A little bit like the Thor comic books throughout the Marvel season that we saw. We can also see the integration of the DC heroes combined with the Fortnite heroes as well. It looks as if we could be seeing the official release of the machine pistol next season. It's been dropped into the unvaulted mode this season by accident, I reckon, and the version it's holding has also got a flame design on the front, a weapon that can actually be found in Fortnite Save the World. Maybe that's what the legendary and epic variation of the machine pistol will look like next season. Now, this article and interviews with Donald Mustard specifically focus on this comic book series and just how important it will be to the next Fortnite season. It will explain a huge amount about Fortnite, but it's worth noting that just Batman and DC, I don't think will be the only focus for the next season. I think there's still a lot more things that will be happening, potentially a lot more crossover skins, more original skins as well. This is the only information we know about season 6 at the moment, though, is the Batman aspect of it. They confirmed that next season we'll be getting Batman-themed costumes, which is of course skins, and also items coming to the game. Let's not forget that back in Season X, we've already seen a big crossover with Batman already. This this included the awesome Gotham City, which I thought was incredible. We've had the Batman skin, we've had the Catwoman skin, we had the explosive Batarang item you may remember, and also the Batman grappler as well. And don't forget, since then, we've had Poison Ivy, Joker, Harlequin, all from the DC universe. Oh, and Green Arrow as well. So if we've already had all of this Batman stuff already, what's actually going to be new when it comes to Batman and the DC universe in season 6? Well, there'll be a total of 6 comics being released throughout next season. You can like physically buy, or you can have digitally, and you can look at and read yourself. And it'll be specifically following the storyline of Batman within Fortnite. It will be all about him arriving on the island, struggling to remember what's going on, just like we saw when Thor and all of the Marvel characters arrived on the island as well in the previous season. This is a direct quote from the article. As Batman fights to recall his past and escape an endless loop of chaos and struggle, he'll come face to face with the likes of Renegade Raider, Fish Stick, Bandolier, and more. Whilst the world's greatest detective, which is Batman, strives to make sense of his strange new world, he'll uncover the shocking truth about the island, what lies beyond the loop, and how everything is connected to the mysterious Zero Point. If this doesn't get you hyped for the comic book and the next Fortnite season, I don't know what to tell you. This is literally what I've been waiting for years to understand more about the Zero Point and the loop. This is so exciting. Now, I'm going to bring it up because I know there'll be a lot of comments. Just because Renegade Raider was mentioned, I would not expect Renegade Raider to return. It is an OG skin. Yes, we've had the Blaze version of it, but them actually re-releasing Renegade Raider, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's more of just a reference to a skin that is known within the Fortnite universe as a Fortnite skin. It goes on to say, this series will reveal things about Fortnite that have never been seen or heard before yet. Oh my gosh. They also say we're going to reveal all of these secrets about how the Fortnite island works, and we're going to tell this in the comic books. So I will, of course, be buying all of the comic books, so you won't be missing out on anything. Everything will be covered here, do not worry. The comic books will specifically focus on Batman and Catwoman, who I believe are married, correct me if I'm wrong there, whilst telling these Fortnite secrets. They say that this story in particular needed to be told through the lens of characters, which is why a comic book made sense for this. That's what Donald Mustard said. It also allows to reveal a lot of really cool Fortnite mythology, and in a way that's just, again, better told through the lens of a character and how they're experiencing it. A lot of these things will start to make a lot more sense as people are paying attention to what's going on in Fortnite. From a few pages that have been shared already, we can actually see the rift within Gotham City, within the DC universe. It seems Batman gets kicked into that rift and forced into the Fortnite world himself. However, Batman won't be arriving into the Fortnite season 6, straight away. Let me explain. As I said previously, there's going to be 6 comic books in total. Each of these will offer a download code for you to get something in-game tied to the DC universe. So for example, the first one will give you this skin right here. This is called the DC Rebirth Harlequin skin. This is obviously Harlequin, but a different version that we haven't seen released before. Episode 1 will launch on Tuesday, April the 20th, which is of course at a point when season 6 will already be live, with each comic book costing around about $5. They're going to be releasing these comic books every 2 weeks, with the finale, the final episode, releasing on July the 6th. So we can expect at least 12 weeks of Fortnite Season 6, and it seems as if the updates we'll get, a lot of the big updates, will coincide with the release of these comic books every 2 weeks. We're used to seeing big Fortnite updates every 2 weeks now, that makes sense, sometimes smaller updates in between, and it looks like a lot of what's going on in the Fortnite world will be tied back to these comic books throughout the entire season. The cool thing is, every time a comic book is released, which will be every 2 weeks on Tuesday, there'll also be changes in-game that will reflect whatever story is being told in the comic. So, just for example, if Batman goes and blows up Salty Tilted in the comics, we can expect that to obviously happen within the game as well. That's not going to happen. I mean, it could, but I'm just giving that as an example for you guys. And as I said, Batman won't actually be the first person entering the Fortnite world, which is also why, going back to what I said at the beginning of the video, it doesn't necessarily mean this whole season is DC or Batman focused. We could be seeing a lot more crossover, a lot more characters from other universes being tied into season 6 and the battle pass, because within the comic books, the first character to actually go through the rift into Fortnite will be Harlequin. That's why that Harlequin skin variant is the very first download code we'll get with the first comic book. Now, you're probably thinking, well, we've already got a Batman skin, so how is it going to work if we get another one? This is where it gets interesting, and I quote, "The current cosmetic version of Batman is in Fortnite, but as he's stuck in the loop over and over and over and over again, which will be him in the comic books going from the DC universe to the Fortnite universe, we believe, what he looks like begins to evolve and change as he reacts to this world and what he's in, which is like the loop, the infinite loop within Fortnite. And that's something that will be coming. It's very cool. Now, how do we get this cool version of Batman? Collecting all 6 comic books, so we'll have to wait 12 weeks, with them obviously coming out every 2 weeks to get this. You'll unlock the exclusive Armored Batman Zero skin. That is literally going to be a skin in Fortnite. This means no one will be able to get this new Batman skin until at least 12 weeks into the season, which obviously means a lot more space for other potential Battle Pass skins. Who knows? If it's DC focused, a bit like the Marvel one, we could be seeing Superman in there. We could have Wonder Woman as well. But if we think about this season and the fact that Agent Jonesy going to all of the different areas to collect all of his hunters is breaking the 0 point, what we could end up seeing moving into the next season is a repetition or something similar where the 0 point just can't handle it, and loads of other characters from tons of other places that aren't necessarily specifically hunters end up in the world of Fortnite. And DC and Batman just happens to be one of them. Like it or not, I reckon season 6 is going to be another big collaboration season. But if we at least get to find out information about the 0 point and the loop along that journey, I will be happy. What do you guys think, though, about all of this information that we currently know about the next season? Does it sound good? Does it sound bad? Leave your thoughts below. A big thank you, as always, to everyone that's jumping on the Allier box fight map. The code will be in the description and on screen now. You can jump in and auto matchmake with people all over the world. It's a great way to train and improve at Fortnite, and you can also potentially play against me, because I jump on all the time as well. More videos on screen here to keep on watching, including every Fortnite trailer ever. There's some awesome ones in there I bet you haven't seen. So click those, keep on watching. I'll see you over there. Not long to go until Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 6 begins.